Shots and blasts fill the air in Yemen, stifling the hopes and dreams of a post-revolution nation, and compounding many of the existing problems in the country.
Our dreams, I guess, were not as realistic as we liked to be. Now reality has hit us harder than we thought. But I guess it's part of the change, and the change of nations takes a while. It's not an overnight thing. We thought it was, but it proved it wrong. So we're still patient, we're still hopeful. If we are given a choice, we'll always opt for the change instead of just going on with the previous dictators who got us into all of this. So, if I had a chance to do it all over again, I'd do it, but maybe with more realistic goals.
Ammar Al-Aulaqi lives in Sana'a, where just today UNESCO condemned the bombing and obliteration of earthen homes unique to the area. He tweets daily, showing the smoky aftermath of airstrikes targeting the nearby Faj Atan district missile base. He also tweets about how many friends have left and what life is like in Yemen today.
And I think two of the main things that I'm noticing and not being covered well is the brain drain that Yemen is going through right now, and the other thing is the recession and the unemployment, the rising rate of unemployment. It's every day there are more layoffs. Every day there are more families without income. Every day that passes in this war, the suffering increases and the number of the poor increases in Yemen, and that's frightening, and it's not that much is given to in terms of media coverage. This situation prolongs, then they will start looking for a job, and then they'll permanently stay out of Yemen. And then when things get better in Yemen, no one will rebuild Yemen, because most of the intellectuals and the brains of Yemen will be out.
What position has that put you in right now? You are still able to work, or not at all?
Well, actually, as you know, there are practically two governments in Yemen right now. There's one in Riyadh and one in here. So right now, I'm technically still working as a deputy minister, but I'm not acting as one.
Okay. Are you still able to work on some of the projects that you had started, or had
remotely? But as you know, the priorities in Yemen have changed. And many of the projects that I was working on are on hold since the takeover of the Houthis.
And with the continued instability, the youth are in danger. I continued by asking Al-Aulaqi what he thought of radical groups taking advantage of the situation.
We, as the youth of Yemen, would like to keep on saying that this is not a sectarian religious war, but it's purely political. But that doesn't sell with some of the youth, it's hard. It's wrong for the international media, I think, to brush the Yemeni situation with the same brush as in Syria and Iraq, as in Sunni versus Shia. It's more complicated in Yemen than that. It's not as easy as that. Yet, I believe that it's true that with the war going on, and with it being looking as a sectarian war, it's a very good recruiting tool for such organizations, whether it's the Houthi rebels or ISIS and Al-Qaeda.
On a more personal note, Al-Aulaqi explained how he was inspired to return to Yemen and work for the government despite earning an environmental engineering degree in Canada and finding work in the private sector.
I met one of the Nobel Prize winners. His name is Mohammed Yunus. He came to Halifax, Canada, where he was there, and he was talking about his experience in, the microfinancing in Bangladesh and all of that. And it inspired me, and after the lecture, I actually jumped in and talked to him and told him what advice he could give me. And he said, well, go back to your country and look for a good problem that you can fix and work on it.
Despite his personal loss, as well as living in close proximity to the bombings, Al-Aulaqi said that he remains positive.
That's true. I mean, what happened to us as a family was hard, but after all, you need to live your life, and there's more, more happiness, let's say, than sorrow in this life. So let's use it and not get, the hardships that we face, not let it become barriers in our lives. So, yeah, we'll keep on going. Yemenis are known for being resilient. So.